Okay. Okay, well, it's harder than it looks. Hey, first try. As one of the few people that actually considers The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword to be one of their favorite games in the series,
there are dozens of us.
I think it is fair to say that I have always been drawn into games that let me directionally swing a sword and smack enemies. Luckily, this is a fairly common application in VR games, and luckily it's also a fairly common occurrence in Karnage Chronicles. Karnage Chronicles is a game that I actually bought years ago, right after I built my new PC. I quickly tested it out, thought it was pretty cool, and then I never touched it again. But now I'm back to playing it, and that's because I'm on a new mission, and that mission is to clean up my gaming backlog. And why might I be doing this, you ask? Well, it's because I have backlog guilt, and when my list gets too big, I get sad. And also, my Steam wish list is exploding right now, and I really need to do something about that. So what is this game? Well, you probably can tell from the video clips playing in the background, but this is a dungeon crawler at heart, with the added bonus of supporting co-op for up to 4 players. I say players because you could technically play this with strangers instead of friends, but I would advise against that. This game has friendly fire for both you and the enemies, as well as loot sharing. Both of these mechanics really only sound good to me when I actually know the person and I can send them discreet and extremely personal hate mail when they annoy me.
My vengeance will echo through these corridors like the gust of 1,000 winds!
I'm also an introvert, so I didn't try out any of the co-op, but I do think it would be an amazing experience to share with someone if you have the friends. But what else does this game have? Well, it has a lot of cool stuff. There are boss fights with epic but sometimes ear-deafening music. Ow. That was so loud. There are cool armor and weapon drops. There are traps. Ooh, that was brutal. See, buddy, you gotta be careful. You can't just come walking across the bridge.
A few moments later.
Okay, well, I don't have much to say about that one. There is a personal favorite of mine, smacking rocks into tiny pieces of minerals and collecting them. Yes, our favorite part of the game. Let's go. I'm never not going to get excited doing that. There's knockoff Dumbledore, and then there's also this guy. Oh my god, they gave this thing nipple rings? No, we're not going to touch that. We're not going to touch that. Who I lovingly nicknamed Nipple Man. There's also a few puzzles here and there. It was not that one. Oh, and then there's this stealth mechanic, though don't ask me how it activates because honestly, I have no idea and I think I only got it to work like 2 or 3 times in my entire playthrough. Oh, what? Stealth kill? That's cool. There's also a lot of other cool things, and it really has all the basics you would expect from a game in this genre. Overall, when I was playing this game, I felt a lot of inspiration coming from Dark Souls at times. Whether I was being attacked by random enemies that triggered behind me after I walked past a certain point. No, what got us? What even are you? Or if I was running for my life while quickly trying to heal, only to be smacked in the back and die to a horde of enemies chasing me. I even found myself feeling the same relief when finding the next checkpoint, after a grueling amount of repeated deaths in the same area. But don't mishear me, I am not calling this
Dark Souls of VR.
It's far from that, and that's okay. But if you are looking for that, check out Grimlord. Anyway, Karnage Chronicles definitely takes some inspiration from other popular games in the same genre, while still feeling unique. And I think that's because the devs really put their heart into this game. Like, why else would they let me do this? This is gonna work. Kill this guy with his own stuff. Yes! That felt good. If they didn't have a passion for making a cool game. Also, I mentioned this in my review, but this was so well done, it deserves to be repeated. Picking up loot in this game is so satisfying, and it really tickled something in my little brain every single time. Just to show you, here's a really boring montage of most of the times I opened up a chest. I'm so excited to do this. This just tickles something in my little brain right when I do this. Oh, I get to do it again. Alright, let's go. This is gonna feel so good. Oh yeah. That never gets old. Okay. Here we go. This is my favorite part of the game. Like this. Oh, this is fun. Ooh. Oh yeah, this game really gave me a good sense of accomplishment as well. There were times where I was thoroughly exhausted and sweaty, and was just begging the AI to let me win. God dang it! Go away! Ugh. Please leave me alone. And though I failed a lot of times, when I eventually made it through a particularly tough area, it felt so good. And I caught myself doing this quite a few times. Yes! And it's great, because this feeling even stuck with me after beating the game. Why is that, you ask? Well, it's because I woke up after a weekend of playing through this game, and my arms and back were noticeably sore and tired. Will this game help me get shredded for beach season? Probably not, but it definitely gave me both a physical and mental sense of accomplishment upon beating the final boss. Another cool feeling I got from this game was nostalgia for my childhood, as I explored the dungeons and caverns that little Cool Whip only could imagine before. Also, imagine my excitement when I found out that there was a trading card game inside Karnage Chronicles. Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh card? Gelatinous cube. Dude, I feel like we're far enough into this game that this isn't going to be the case, but if you tell me that this game has like a built-in trading card game, I'm going to lose it. Nah, I'm just kidding. You just end up selling those. But that's the thing. Playing this game actually makes me a little sad. I am sad not because it's a bad game, it's far from it. I'm sad because I see so much potential in the systems that these devs set up, and I think they could have really blown this game up if it hadn't been for COVID messing with their plans as the world went crazy. But that's really just the nature of small studios making games for niche VR markets. Sometimes we don't fully get to see the game blossom into everything that we want. But what we do get to see is some of the most infuriating and sassy enemy archer AI I have ever experienced in a game. These guys were BMing me all game, with their twirling, and their no-scopes, and their dodges, and their sprinting. I mean, I typically love killing annoying archers in video games, but these guys took it to the next level. I relished killing these enemies every single time. Oh, and PS, can someone please tell me how to find the last shop in this game? I really wanted that upgraded pickaxe, and somehow I was never able to find it even after skimming through tons of other playthroughs. So that's it for me for now. I hope you enjoyed this. If you made it this far, honestly, I'm surprised and humbled. I don't think I can even make it through a full watch of my videos, so thank you, and I hope to see you again soon. Oh, and if you want to see me replay the same footage and talk about the same stuff, but this time give the game a review, check down below in the description for my full review video. You know, sometimes when you're playing these VR games, you just gotta sit here for a little bit and just enjoy the moment. It's so peaceful. Alright, are we healed up yet? I've had enough of this moment now, I'm ready to go.